Hey guys, welcome to video number 3 in the Kitchen Table Stamper Online Classroom, Harvest Hellos. Alright, generally I save my favorite for last, but this time it's right in the middle. This is probably my favorite card. I was toying around with the idea of maybe putting a Feel Better Soon in here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just do this to an A+ teacher because let me tell you, my son's teachers are A+. They have been so good to him over the years. He's in 5th grade, and this will come in handy, I think, for me. So I'm going to go with to an A+ teacher on this one. And you could absolutely shake up that greeting if you want to. Let me tell you what you're going to need to get the job done here. First of all, of course, you'll need your Harvest Hellos bundle. I've buried mine underneath the stamps here. It's your 15-piece cling mount stamp set and your Apple Builder punch. That is an absolute necessity, and it's a necessity for your stamp collection too. If you haven't gotten it yet, if you're just watching the online classroom, if you just purchased the online classroom and you haven't taken the plunge, maybe you're just looking for inspiration here, get that bundle. Oh, it's so fantastic. All right, what else do we have here? We don't need that one. Stampin' pads are soft suede and old olive for this project. You're gonna need a soft suede combo Stampin' Blends or your Stampin' Right crumb cake or soft suede marker. We're just filling in the apple seed, so that's give you context. If you got the kit, these things are already done for you, so let me show you the pieces as I show you what we use to make them. Here's our kit. Inside this kit, you're going to find, let's see here, which pieces am I looking for first? The Very Vanilla circles. This Very Vanilla circle is 1 1/4 inch circle punch. We did that for you. This Very Vanilla circle is 2-inch circle punch. We did that for you. Let's look at Night of Navy now, the little matte circles. This is a 1 3/8 inch scallop circle. We punched that for you. If you don't have that kit, you'll need that. And then this right here, Night of Navy, is the 2 1/4 inch layering circles scallop circle. We cut that for you. All right. Now, of course, you've got your Very Vanilla envelope. We'll set that aside for now. Your card base is crumb cake, and it's 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Our Designer Series papers are from the Night Before Christmas Designer Series paper collection. And this gorgeous Real Red pattern is 2 3/4 by 1.5. And this little cutie with the squiggly lines and stars, this one is a 1/2 inch by 3 inches. I've got a couple more pieces of Very Vanilla here. This is a scrap for your apple slice. And then we've got a piece for the background of our card, and this is 2 3/4 by 4. I've got more scraps here, about 2.5 by 3.5 for the apple, about 1 by 3 for the leaf, about 1 by 3 for the stem. And the reason why those are so long is they're just scraps in my bag, but they're long enough to get into that punch. It's really important. So you can get more than one stem, of course, but I throw it in there so that you can get a handle on that when you're punching. Then we've got some linen thread here, but 8 to 10 inches. It's probably more than what you need. All right, let's get stamping. I'm gonna clear away everything. Oh, did I tell you I got my little tailor tag punch? I've got that hanging around here because anytime you see one of those little fishtail or dovetail ends, I did it with my tailor tag punch. So I just took a little bite out of the end of that and made a dovetail end. All right, let's get our stamping going here. From the kit, I missed my little 1.5 by 3 inch piece of Real Red. That's a scrap to do the peel for the apple slice. So let's start right there. We're gonna go ahead and stamp our apple slice on that scrap of red, and we're gonna stamp our apple slice on that scrap of Very Vanilla. All right, so there's our first bit of stamping. Let's set those aside for a second, let them have a minute to dry. Now our apple, we're gonna stamp that on the bigger Real Red scrap. set that one aside for a second. Now our stem for our apple on the edge of the soft suede. Got some Old Olive here on our Old Olive cardstock, and we're going to stamp a leaf on the Old Olive cardstock. Now to an A+ teacher. We're going to stamp that on the bottom portion of our vanilla circle. Now we're getting pretty close on this stamping here. We're almost there. We don't need any more of our olive, so let's put that one aside. And we're going to keep our soft suede for just a second. We don't want to stick anything in the ink pad, but I'm going to do something that's going to make placement of our seed pattern down the edge of the card much easier. Let's adhere our Designer Series paper to our Very Vanilla background panel, and then let's go ahead and adhere that piece to the card base. Now that'll give us a great indicator of where we're going to stamp our seeds. It gives us a visual line to follow. Now we've got the little seed image here. You see it kind of tapers off with one seed on one end, and it's kind of blunt with two seeds on the other end. What you want to do is ink this up, and you want that little blunt two seed edge to be in the center here. So we're going to stamp where the tapered end goes toward the edge of the vanilla cardstock. Inked up again, flip, line up, and we're going to stamp again. See how easy it was to place those seeds once we had the Designer Series paper and the vanilla background down. Now we can clear away the ink pads and the stamps and finish up this card. Okay, since we have the tiniest bit of coloring ever, let's grab our soft suede combo. I'm just going to fill in this little seed with the light suede and then a little shadow with the dark suede. That's it. It's a small space. If you feel the need to bring the two together with the lighter, go ahead. Let's do a little punching. I've got my little stem. Get that guy punched out. And then my apple. And you know how we're going to do this. If you watched the other videos, these little pieces for the pumpkins and apples are close cut. But with the help from our soft suede, we can get our little apple punched out nice and easy. Then our leaf. Now we're going to have to use our little handle again. And let's punch out our apple slice. You see, for the apple slice, you're going to line right up with a even border all the way around the edge. Punch. Now we'll take our scissors and just cut that slice right off. And we need a little fussy cut in here for our peel. Go ahead and cut the peel out of the real red. Cut right on the line, because we're going to paper piece it right into our Very Vanilla slice. It's a simple curve. It's not too tough. For paper piecing, you want to try to stay right on the line. There we go. Look at that cute little apple peel. All right, now multi-purpose liquid glue. I don't want to lose my peel. I just worked too hard. We're going to just get the littlest bit of multi-purpose liquid glue in the center here on the vanilla section. And then we can drop this guy right into that glue. If you want to get the very edges of the peel, you can use the glue that's already on the Very Vanilla and just rub the edge of the red cardstock in the glue at both extreme ends before you burnish it down to the paper. Less glue is more for building that little apple slice. All right, so let's put some layers together here. It's starting to look quite a mess. Oh, we need that leaf. Let's put To an A+ Teacher on its little navy frame here. We can grab our Very Vanilla background circle and adhere that to our Night of Navy frame. Let's adhere our gorgeous Night Before Christmas Designer Series paper. Then we can go ahead and adhere our navy frame. Now for my little A+ teacher tag, I've got a 1/8 inch punch here, and I'm gonna punch a little hole in there, turn it into a tag. Slide the linen thread and tie a bow. All right, for placement, let's take our apple. We can snail our apple right in to our vanilla circle. And then apple stems go wide on the top, narrow on the bottom. So let's do a little multi-purpose liquid glue. Glue down that stem. Got some dimensionals here. We're going to add a couple of dimensionals to our apple slice. And then a little piece of dimensional to the apple leaf. And then a couple of little pieces to the tag. Okay, dimensionals are sticky. Let's go ahead and place our pieces. So we'll decorate with the little leaf and then place our slice and our tag. Straighten up that little bow a little bit. So cute. There it is, to an A+ teacher. I've had many of those in the lives of my children. I don't know about you. All right, you guys, let's take a look at what's next. I'll see you in video number 4. We'll make this You Make Me Smile caramel apple card. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being a part of the online classroom.